Assassinate Radio. This is the weekly music podcast where every week we get into a different band, different artist, and we listen to all of their records and we rank them from worst to best. We give our biggest banger and stinker from each of them. And we try to have a good time doing it. And this week we're still in chain reaction season, so we're doing a chain reaction band. Or that used to play at Chain Reaction a lot because the venue's closed now. But we're doing Motion City Soundtrack. They have 7 records. And then at the end, we're going to do our top 10 Motion City Soundtrack songs because we do a top 10 playlist most weeks. But last week we did forget to talk about the Horse the Band one.
Did we? I thought we did on the main episode.
Did we?
I thought we forgot about it. We caught up on the main episode. That's what I thought.
Oh, we might have. We might have, yeah. I don't know.
I think we did.
But we won't forget this time. So, yeah, thank you all for listening. Go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars. If you're watching on YouTube, smash that subscribe button. That's what the kids say. And if you didn't already know, my name is Tyler, and way out there hundreds of miles away is Jeff. And, that's all I have for the boring intro. Let's get into this, Jeff.
Fucking boring.
7th worst or the worst Motion City Soundtrack record. Go.
Dude, your pod dog is wild right now.
Yeah,
I know.
Bad
it's absolutely fucking wild. You had a stroke? Is it a precursor?
I don't know, man. This is the precursor.
All right. The worst. Actually, the only Motion City Soundtrack record it was hard for me to get through, and I did not like this at all in any way. And that's Go. Their 5th record, 2012. This is pretty miserable. In the discography in general, this is. I guess Justin had some deaths from people close to him in his real life, so this record is a reflection on that. Plus, like the touring, everyone just being burnt out and just tired of each other. This thing fucking sucks, man. It's an indie rock record through and through with like very, very little Motion City Soundtrack in it. But even then, like, damn, dude, you did none of this very well. I don't think this is like phoned in. I think they like tried to make an indie rock record and just like you cannot, like they can't do that. That's not who they are. Justin did an interview too, where he ranked all of their records, and he put this one last. And he said that every time they try and play a song from this record, it just fucking kills the momentum of the show. Just done. I was like, that's like the perfect way to put this record. Just kills any momentum whatsoever from the get go. Banger, the Coma Kid. I don't know why. Fuck it. Everyone will die. Everyone will die. That was boring. That was the worst song. Just move on. This record sucked.
All right. Number 7 for me is also Go from 2012, 5th record. I agree with everything that you said. This is their attempt at like an indie record, and it falls so fucking flat. There's still a lot of electronic. Actually, this might be like the most electronic driven record, but it's still very much in the indie rock vein. And a lot of the songs remind me of the band Moth that we did on the podcast last year when we were doing Josh Free's season. Actually, that was earlier this year. But I hear a lot of Moth all over this record, but just none of the songs hit, except for the first song, Circuits and Wires. That song is pretty okay. It's pretty good. But otherwise, no, this record just is so forgettable. But one song that's really bad, the worst song they've ever done is Son of a Gun. Because that vocal delivery in the verses, I can't explain what he does because it's so weird and it's gross. It's just not good. It's bad. So number 7 for me is Go from Motion City Soundtrack. So what do you got for number 6?
Not a good record. Go. All right, everything from here on out is at least like, I'm glad I listened to it once. The Same Old Wasted Wonderful World, their 7th record from this year. This is a record that I didn't even know came out until we were doing our year ends, and I was going back on my notes, like, oh shit, I forgot Motion City Soundtrack released a record. So I listened to it again. I was like, nah, still no. There's a lot of Jimmy Eat World in this record. Like that post features Jimmy Eat World. Like, holy shit, this sounds identical. And after I listened to this, because I went backwards also, as well as forwards, and then going backwards, like, damn, dude, he does the Jim Atkins whale thing like a fucking lot. But anyway, this is mid-tier through and through. There are some bangers, though. There are some really cool songs here. She's Afraid, that made my top 10. Just insanely catchy, like kind of anthem for them, with a lot of really cool parts. And then Somewhere, A Dark Heart, that was my stinker because it is 100% a Jimmy Eat World song. I don't give a fuck. And also Downer, the song Downer. I chose that also as a sub stinker because the chorus on that is the exact same fucking like gait, pacing, everything for Tears Don't Fall by Bullet for My Valentine. Tears don't fall, they crash around me.
So stupid.
Which that song, like Tears Don't Fall, like that's, it's kind of a banger. It's a cool song. Like you throw that song on, you're like, oh yeah. You smile, you're like, yeah, this brings me back. Okay, of course.
Bullet for My Valentine have one good song.
Mr. Fun over here. Mr. Fun is going to come and rain on the parade, of course.
It's not that song.
Fucking go figure. Right?
I did see Bullet for My Valentine and Bullets and Octane at the Glass House.
A lot of bullets.
They co-headlined the show. A lot
of bullets.
They co-headlined the show at Glass House. Bullet for My Valentine and Bullets and Octane.
Words are like bullets.
Words are like bullets. That was a fun show. I went with friend of the pod, Justin, and I went with Tammy. We both went to that show, or all three of us went to that show.
Good. Good.
Anyway, 0-2. My number 6. Are you good? Are you good with?
That's it.
Your 6. Okay. My number 6 is also the same old Wasted Wonderful World from this year, from September. I think it was September this year. This one, yeah, I agree. This is Jimmy Eat World. Justin doesn't sound like himself. Like you could honestly say like this is a different singer. If you didn't know that Justin was still in the band, you'd say this is a different singer because he sounds almost exactly like Jim Adkins from Jimmy Eat World. It's weird. Not to say the songs are bad because there are a couple of really cool songs on here, but it's just like I'd rather just let me listen to Jimmy Eat World instead. You know, it's just there's no point in this record. No point in this record. Banger is Downer. Stinker is Your Days Are Numbered. I thought this song was kind of boring, and musically this is brand new, straight up brand new. But then vocally it's Jimmy Eat World. So I don't know. I don't really care too much about this record. It's
okay, good.
Just don't care. So what do you got for number 5?
Panic Stations, their 6th record, 15. They finished this bitch in like 2 weeks. They lived at the studio. Yeah. They tracked everything live. They put a lot of energy into this one. It does start off wild. It starts off fast, aggressive, but it quickly falls into just the mid-tier Motion City soundtrack. Again, dude, he does so much of the Jim Adkins wail on this. They got a new drummer who plays way more punk rock than he does like the more, I guess, like technical pop punky thing that their old drummer was doing. So this is very, very much more straightforward punk rock with a little bit of Motion City soundtrack in there. They also recorded this at the Pachyderm Studios where In Utero was recorded, so that's kind of cool. But it was already run down as fuck by the time they got there. So that's also kind of gross. And to think that, like, why would you not just like upkeep that studio for posterity's sake, right? That's a
no,
landmark.
They did though. Somebody bought it in 2015, I think, and they renovated it.
Well, they bought it after this. This was already run down.
Right after this?
Like shit.
Okay.
Yeah. The banger, Heavy Boots. This is the one where I was like, damn, he really does like that yelling thing on this record a lot. But I liked it in this song. It's fast and kind of added more punk rock than anything else. Whatever. The Samurai Code. Is that how you spell samurai? S-A-M-U-R-I? Samurai Code?
It's A-I.
S-A-M-A-R-I? Samurai?
Samurai. Yeah.
S-A-M-U-R-I.
U-R-A-I.
Samurai.
I think it is.
Like hentai, but samurai.
Like yeah, like hentai.
Yeah, the Samurai Code. I didn't care for his higher pitched vocals here. It's hard. It's hard to hit those high notes for so many decades, for so many years. Not decades, but so many years. I think he's lost it.
Your voice just gets older. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, so my number 5, Even If It Kills Me, their 3rd record from 2008. This one had 3 different producers. It had Adam Schlesinger from Fountains of Wayne, R.I.P., Eli Janney from Girls Against Boys, and then Rick Ocasek from The Cars produced half the record. They didn't like working with Rick. They thought it was really uncomfortable. They didn't understand what he was talking about most of the time. They would record, various tracks, and he'd say, they sound great. And they're like, well, it's kind of out of tune. Like, no, it doesn't sound good. And they were just constant, like, just fighting with Rick Ocasek, and they didn't have a good time on this one. Justin was fucked up on drugs and drinking a lot. He went to rehab right after it was recorded. And in the end, this just sounds like kind of a knockoff Yellow Card. Yellow Card, Jimmy Eat World mashed into this record. Not to say it's bad, but it's just they're just, I feel like they've lost a lot of what was kind of made Motion City kind of cool and just made a kind of generic power pop record. I don't think it's bad, but I would never go back to this one. Just not going to go back to it. Banger, Fell in Love Without You. Stinker, the Conversation, just a bad piano ballad. Also one of the worst songs they've ever done. So there you go.
You like ballads though.
I don't. So what do you got for number 4?
Number 4, My Dinosaur Life. We are still not in vinyl territory, nor are we in like I care about this record territory. Their 4th record, 2010. Definitely a more aggressive album. Actually, probably their most aggressive album. And like, I don't know, just because you want to start screaming more in your records doesn't make it like a better record. They definitely tried hard to remind everyone, like, don't forget, we're not just, this Mark Hoppus outfit. We also like Fugazi. And like the drumming here is fucking solid, dude. It's solid. It's fun. I think vocally, this record is amazing. It's great, but everything else is not good. It feels like they reused old stock instrumentals and just retracked the drums and vocals. And it's like, dude, this is cheesy as fuck. And I whatever. Like, he does swear a lot on this record, and there's even a song that's it's expletive signs, and like, that's dumb. This record tries way too fucking hard. I think this record is pretty. I don't want to call it shit because it's not shit, but in comparison to Commit This to Memory, this record is pretty shit. I think this is Mark's second go around, right? So his first attempt was like, that was his first production credit, like by the book. This one's like, all right, let's just explore a little bit. I've been around the block a couple times. Let's give me another stab at it, and we'll do something wild, do something like no one's ever heard of before. And it's just like, dude, this is just void of personality. There's nothing here that I thought was like, oh, that's cool. It's just like, this is sad. This is dumb. This is filler. This is a filler record.
Yeah.
It's just, it's ranked so high because I do think there are fucking bangers on here. Disappear. That's a good
song.
That's a fucking absolute banger. It's just Justin screaming throughout this fucking rad punk rock track. But History Lesson, dude, I think this is their worst song. I thought this was a fucking joke song. I thought this is like a want to fuck a dog song. Like, he's singing like he's doing a parody of something. Like, as if he's drunk and someone gives him an acoustic guitar and tells him to, like, dude, sing Billy Joel, and he's doing it on like a cruise ship. Like, that's what this fucking sounds like. This is terrible. This is embarrassing. I think this is their worst song they've ever done.
Okay. All right. So my number 4 is Panic Stations, 6th record from 2015. Yeah, like you said, 14 days this one took to recorded it all live, and you could tell. I mean, it's kind of jarring going from the record before this, which was, what was it again? It was Go. You go from Go to this, and it just sounds like a demo. This literally sounds like a demo. The production and the mix are just trash. They're just garbage. But the songs are pretty cool. There's some really cool tracks here. But yeah, it's a lot more punk rock. It's a lot more just fun. It's just like a fun record. You can tell nothing was fussed over. It was just good, man. It was just a solid record. I wouldn't get I'm not at vinyl territory yet, but it's good. Banger. I Can Feel You. Stinker, Lose Control. Just slower jam that reminds me of modern Weezer, like White Album kind of Weezer sound. Pacific Daydream with a lot of synth. But yeah, Panic Stations, it's cool. Like I said, I wouldn't get on vinyl, but solid listen.
Good.
So what do you got for number 3?
Number 3, Even If It Kills Me, their 3rd record. I did like this. I like this because it was aggressively pop punk that really drove the pop forward. You talked about the Rick Ocasek thing, and yeah. I just think like he didn't give a shit about this, right? Like, this is stupid. No. Like, this is not going to make him any money. And so they had said that like his Rick Ocasek's engineer is the one that like saved the day. But then I thought, like, well, who cares if Rick's teaching this guy how to be arguably like GOAT tier, S tier fucking producer? Then who cares who's fucking putting the final touches on it? If Rick trusts this guy to put the final touches on it, then you should trust this guy to put the final touches on it. And shut the fuck up. Like, what the fuck do you know? You come off I Am the Movie, and then you come off Commit This to Memory, where you have Mark Hoppus producing your record. Like, come on, bro. Fuck off. Like, too much complaining. Too much complaining.
No, seriously, it's like you get Mark Hoppus, who is, pop punk god at the time, And it's like you're lucky enough to get him to produce your record, like his first record he's ever produced. And then you get Rick Ocasek to do your the next record. And all you say is how much you love the Blue album and how much you love Rick Ocasek. I mean, come on. But
let's let him do his thing. And it came
but
out.
also in their defense, in Motion City's defense, imagine like you go in with your producer with like an idol, and they're not what you expect. Like I get being really disappointed. Like you have one expectation, and it's just the complete opposite of that. I get that disappointment,
Sure.
But in the end, dude, these guys are fucking lucky.
Of course they're lucky.
Their music is good, but it's not that good to draw this much attention production wise or like with producers.
I think their first record is what got them here. That's it. Like that's fucking it. They're lucky they put out something so fresh, so unique, so great sounding that they're even talking about. Get the fuck out of here. Nothing sounded like that shit. They're lucky we're even talking about 7 records deep because they're only carrying that because of their first record. That's it.
Yeah.
Anyway, last night that was a good song. That's actually a really fucking good song. It starts with the finger picking and it slowly builds into something really badass. But yeah, the conversation, dumb. Dude, I don't want a fucking piano ballad. You guys aren't a piano. You're not something corporate. You're not Ben Folds. Like, no, dude. No.
All right.
All
what do we got here? Number 3 for me, Commit This to Memory. Second record from 2005. First one that Mark Hoppus produced for them. We've already talked about that. This is such a massive jump in quality, like production-wise and mix-wise. I mean, the guitars and the drums are so much bigger and well mixed, and just the tones, man, are just so much better on this record compared to the first one. And I like the first record a lot, but you got to give Mark props on this one. And I forgot, I don't remember who mixed it, but it's a really great sounding record. It's more guitar driven, a lot less synth on the record, which is, I mean, I don't care either way in regards to the synth, but being more guitar driven, I felt like it gave it a little bit more excitement. Like they weren't relying on the quirkiness of the synth and the keyboard so much. And great catchy songs, great melodies, and Mark has an ear for melody. He really, really does. And when you get a band like
on
this,
his fucking song. It's like the worst song on the record because of Mark.
Yeah, Mark's part in that song is not good.
Dude.
But yeah, anyway, this is a really cool record. I would get this on vinyl. We're vinyl territory.
How the fuck do you think My Dinosaur Life is their, you're probably going to say it's their first best because you're fucking silly boy right now.
We'll see.
That was me
Banger.
not saying something really mean and fucking taboo.
Mean and taboo. So dumb. All right, so my banger, Everything Is All Right, because, I mean, how can you not love this song?
Of course it is.
Yeah. Stinker is Resolution. Slower jam. That melody is really, really cheesy. But, yeah, anyway, Commit This to Memory. Cool record, vinyl worthy. What do you got for number 2? Go.
Commit This to Memory. Yeah, second record. I definitely go back and forth with this one, whether or not I want to get this on the vinyl or whether or not it's vinyl worthy. I think ultimately this is going to be something I take home. We've had it to the store a couple times. It was in the lot that you brought from California too. But I didn't keep it. It's not that rare. But this really is a killer record with a lot more complexity than I Am the Movie. And again, this is the first thing Mark ever did, he ever produced, and this is like right before Plus 44. He's still just, what do I fucking do? Let me get into the production realm. I don't think this record benefited from having Mark there. I think it benefited from having Mark's status there, but nothing on this record is like, oh, I'm glad Mark was involved with this because, just a year later, Mark and Jerry Finn do the Plus 44 record. Yeah. And that's fucking leaps and bounds better than this fucking thing.
Oh yeah, way better.
So I don't think this benefited from Mark being there. I think this benefited from Mark's money and Mark's status and Mark's drive. Yeah, he has an ear for melody, but the movie's got fucking melody to it. My God, dude, that thing is rife with fucking melody. Almost every song. We'll get to it when we get to it. This is good. I will keep this if it comes through again. Obviously, Everything Is All Right is the fucking banger here. It is a beyond banger. It's a perfect fucking song. It's got backup vocals from Patrick Stump. It's got backup vocals from Pat and Rob from Limbeck. So it always has a special place in my heart. Make Out Kids. Dude, Make Out Kids is a fucking banger, too. My God. Oh, Hangman, though, that's my stinker here because Mark's verse in Hangman is the worst thing on this record. It is not good. And like I love my Mark verses. I love my Mark features. And there's a lot of stuff that he does. I think even like Mark's part on the fucking what's that shitty Christian song you like that he does?
Christian song.
What's it called? The
the one he did with
oh no, you like
Pete
the other
Wentz.
one.
I like the one with Pete Wentz.
Yeah, what's that one called? What's that one?
In Transit.
In Transit. There it is.
Yeah.
I think
That's a great song.
I think Mark's verse on this is worse than his contribution on In Transit. I don't like his verse on Hangman. I really just don't. God, that song sucks. No, the Christian one was the MXPX one for what's that Christ movie? The Mel Gibson or some shit. I don't fucking know.
Passion of the Christ?
Yeah, it was called something Christian or Christy or something like that. Christy. Corpus Christi, Texas. But anyway, Commit This to Memory. Good record. I don't think that Motion City soundtrack benefited from Mark's production. I think they benefited from his status as a pop punk god.
Yeah, the status makes more sense because they probably didn't pay Mark that much money because I mean he's not
it's
a producer.
His first time. Yeah,
it's his first time. He's not a producer. But having Mark's name as the producer is very valuable, especially at the time. I mean, Blink had come out with Untitled. Blink had just broken up. Yeah, it's the name alone on their record is worth a lot.
And I think like the reason why this record just got so fucking big is because of their first record, I Am the Movie, and then Everything Is All Right. When everybody finally realized, like, holy fuck, dude, their first record is really, really good, and those are really, really catchy songs. Like, let's see what happens to their next record. And then, like, oh fuck, they got Mark Hoppus producing, and like the first single they drop is Everything Is All Right. That's certified fucking banger. Just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So this record could have stunk, even if that song was great. But it's a good record.
I remember that video being played a lot on MTV2 and Fuse, that old channel Fuse. They used to play that video a lot. But yeah, there you go.
Good.
So my number 2, My Dinosaur Life, fourth record from 2010. What is wrong with you?
I'm just happy you're not completely fucking full of shit.
To me, this is like their best throwback to the first record. This has the same amount of aggression as the first record, has just as many melodies as the first record. Like this should have been the sequel to I Am the Movie. And they just perfected all the melodic stuff. I feel and also, production wise, I think this is a step up as well, obviously from I Am the Movie. But I think the songs here are great. And some incredible drum parts. I really like the drums on this record and the first record, I Am the Movie.
That's what I said.
He's a great drummer. He really is a great drummer. But this is also their major label debut for Columbia Records, and then they were immediately dropped after this. Went back to Epitaph. But I don't know. I just I think this is a cool record.
Like, okay, come on.
I know.
Come on.
But yeah, My Dinosaur Life. This is I think this is a solid record. Banger, Disappear, Stinker, History Lesson. It's this like weird '90s alt rock thing that where the chorus sounds a lot like that song Breakfast at Tiffany's. Do you remember that song?
Of course.
It was, and I looked it up by the band Deep Blue something. That name I do not remember, but I do remember that song. And the chorus
at Tiffany's.
Yeah, but the chorus in both of these songs sound very, very similar.
Didn't it sound like this like fucking drunk guy on a cruise ship? Like, like the William Shatner doing Rocket Man? Like that's his rendition of how he thinks of Rocket Man. This sounds like somebody doing Billy Joel, like drunk, and like, I'm going to reimagine this song.
I get what you're saying.
That song sucked.
It was not good. All right, so our number 1 obviously is I Am the Movie, the album of the week. So we're not going to get into this.
Not even close.
We're not going to get into this right now, but we're going to break it down in the next episode. So go listen to that. It's out. Go check it out. We're going to get into the music, lyrics, how it was made, and everything in between. So that's it. Actually, top 10 Motion City soundtrack songs. That's what we're going to do. So we'll start with you, Jeff. Go from 10 to 1, and then I'll do my 10 to 1 for the band. And then people can get mad at us for being right and then being wrong. So what do you got? Go.
This was hard for me because I I really wanted to make mine I Am the Movie heavy, but then I tried really, really not to do that. Ah! So, but I still did. Who gives a fuck? Well, it's like 60% I Am the Movie. Anyway, number 10, She's Afraid. That's on their new record, the one that came out this year. The Same Old Wasted, yada yada yada. Fuck F. Number 9, Last Night. That's from Even If It Kills Me. Number 8 is Capital H, where the hero and the zero is me, from I Am the Movie. Make Out Kids, Commit This to Memory. And then Don't Call It a Comeback, I Am the Movie. Number 5, Everything Is All Right. And this is where I even changed this today too. I was moving stuff around because I don't know, man. I've had Everything Is All Right a little bit higher, but then dude, Cambridge, the opener to I Am the Movie.
It's good.
It's too fucking good.
It's
Perfect Teeth. We'll get into it. I know it's not a great song, but I've hella nostalgia for it. Boombox Generation. Fucking love that song. And then I think this is without debate. There should be no discussion. Their best song, by far, is The Future Freaks Me Out.
Fucking great song. Great song.
It's not even up for discussion.
All right. Mine is pretty I Am the Movie heavy as well. So number 10, My Favorite Accident from I Am the Movie. And then we have number 9 is Attractive Today from
Commit This to Memory.
Commit This to Memory, yeah. And then what do we have next? Number 8, Everything Is All Right from Commit This to Memory. Then we get into number 7, which is Fell in Love Without You from Even If It Kills Me, the Rick Ocasek one. Number 6, Disappear from My Dinosaur Life. Disappear. My number 5, Marry Without a Sound from I Am the Movie.
That's a weird deep cut for sure.
Very weird deep cut, but it's a fucking banger. Number 4 for me, Don't Call It a Comeback from I Am the Movie. Number 3, Cambridge from I Am the Movie. Number 2, Skin and Bones from My Dinosaur Life. This is like a fucking beyond banger right here. And then number 1, The Future Freaks Me Out from I Am the Movie, because yes, that is such a great fucking song.
I think you just have recency bias with the other one.
No, don't do that. Please don't do that. That bullshit fucking term.
Disappear.
All right, so that's all we have for this episode. Thank you all for listening. Go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars. If you're watching on YouTube, you smash that subscribe button. That's what the kids do. So thank you all for listening. Thank you all for listening. And that's it. That's all.